Psalms chapter 90 says that when you wake up in the morning, everything is so good. But then when evening happens, then there's another story that takes place. Just like with flowers, with the grass, everything is nice and fresh in the morning, but when evening time comes, then everything is dried out and dying. That's how we feel. We feel so frustrated. We feel so sluggish, like we can't accomplish anything because we are drained out. We have gone through so much. We have put in so much time that we're in this position where we don't know what to do next. We can't even take time for ourselves anymore. We're always working for someone else or trying to help someone else out. But when was the last time you took care of yourself? What did you do when you took care of yourself? Did you go out on a date? You know, if you have a significant other that you would, did you guys take the opportunity, take that special time, that special moment and have it feel like is everlasting? By just going out to dinner and experiencing and really reconnecting with each other and reconnecting with yourself, you need to rejuvenate. You need to get back out there and be able to say, I'm ready to take on the world. I'm ready to conquer. I'm ready to start this new day. A lot of us, we wake up from a dream, and that's what Psalms chapter 90 says. You know, you wake up from a dream in the morning and it's just, everything just goes crazy after that, because you're living this dream. While you're in your dream, you are living this fantasy of what life could be, and you are living your life like a dream in your dream. Why don't you live your life like that in reality? And why don't you have a great time when you wake up? Why don't you start your day different? Why don't you try to do that? Why don't you see what it's like to actually wake up on a Monday morning? I know I don't like Mondays at all. My favorite day, probably of all of us, okay? My favorite day really is Saturday, okay? It's still a day of the week, you hear me? But I want you guys to be able to get out of bed on a Monday morning, on a Tuesday morning, and see what it feels like to actually get up and feel some type of way, feel good about getting up, be energized, with a significant other or brothers and sisters or your mom or dad, like just anything that may be, or school, work, just anything that may be, you're stressed about. Don't allow that to come into your day. What I want you to do, what you should do, is when you first wake up, take the opportunity to breathe, inhale and exhale. I would work in the evening, so I had that opportunity to wake up in the morning, do what I need to do, and get ready for work. But what I would love for you guys to really try is get up in the morning, do yoga, or just sit there and just relax. Take 5 minutes. Make sure that it's 30 minutes ahead of time or 10 minutes before you're actually you usually wake up, and get up and just take that opportunity to just rejuvenate everything. Allow everything to sink in, allow everything to calm down, and A lot of times when we wake up, we automatically go to a negative space. We automatically start thinking about what happened yesterday at work, how someone got on our nerves, and we don't want to get into that space, or they almost, made me lose my job, or whatever the situation may be. I want you to not think about that. Let go of all the negativity. Don't even allow anything, like literally, don't allow anything to come into your space, into your mind. Allow that opportunity for you to rejuvenate, for you to come to grips about everything. Allow your senses to awaken and be alert. And really just listen to your heart, listen to your mind, and listen to what you're really longing for, and what you, the type of peace that you want to have when you first wake up. And I challenge you, this is a challenge. I challenge you to do this, okay? Let me know how it goes, at least for 3 days. I want you to try this for 3 days, okay? Because I want you to feel better about yourself. A lot of times the reason why we are so negative, especially in the morning, and I'm one that can say that because I'm always like that, but I have to, get myself together. I have to literally sit there and say, okay, I have to not think about anything, just sit there and allow my body to catch up with everything, with my mind, with everything. And for me to get on track before I start my day. And I want you to be able to do that, because it takes a lot. It really does take a lot for us to start our day. But if we just allow ourselves to have that just 5 minutes by ourselves. If you have children, close the door and don't allow them to come in, because some kids, come in and start screaming or calling your name, or just come in your room and jump on you and try to wake you up, and you just very upset, and you like, oh my goodness, and you about to lose your mind and all this other stuff. Calm down, relax, okay? Take that opportunity to close the door and just relax for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes. That's all you need for 5 minutes. Just relax and allow yourself to have that freedom for yourself, that opportunity to get yourself all together before you're able to really start the day. And if you're not able to do that, if you have so much stuff that goes on in the morning, if you're not able to do that, that's okay. That's completely fine. What I want you to do, if you're not able to do that, is take the opportunity to get 5 to 10 minutes to yourself in the evening when you get off from work. That would be great. When you get off around 5 o'clock, instead of feeling like you're dying and you feel like all of what was on your shoulders from the previous day or the previous week, from the workload that you had, is now stacked up and piled up on top of things that were happening previous to that. And then you have some new issues, new stresses that are weighing you down even more, and you're like, you can't catch a break. But what you need to do, find the opportunity to get your nails done. Go get a massage, like a 30-minute massage. Take that opportunity to read a book. Take that opportunity to write in your journal. And that's what I always tell you guys, to write in your journal. I feel like it's so imperative. It really helps you relinquish everything that has been on your mind and allow that to be like a keepsake, be that secret, that your writing and that book that you have, that journal that you have, is your secret to what has been going on in your life at that particular time. And I want you to be able to feel like you can release all of that. Pray. That never hurt anyone, okay? That's always the best thing. pray. Do something that makes you feel so much better about yourself, about your life. I want you guys to feel so much better about yourself and not feel like you have to be cramped, not feel like you have to be stressed all the time, not feel like you can't move, that you're stagnant, because there's always something that is pulling you backwards. Allow yourself to be released. Allow yourself to say, I'm not going to allow any of these issues or stressors to attack me or attach itself on me like a leech or a crab. You want that opportunity to really just listen to yourself and listen and understand what you've been wanting and go after that. If it's, I ain't gonna hurt nobody. I hope I'm not hurting anyone's pockets when I get ready to say this, but it definitely helps because I've actually done it before. And I do love this, and I know you definitely will too, but I want you to know that don't get so happy with doing this and don't make it an excuse every single time. But I will say, shop. Go out and buy, one or two things, and just go out there and shop. Just buy one, like I said, one or two things, okay? One or two things, because we don't want your bank account to be zero by the time you get back and say that Marie said this and Marie said no, I didn't. Okay, I said one or two things. That's it. That's all you need. But just take that opportunity to come to within yourself and really get back what you've been missing, what you've been longing for, because you haven't had it in so long, because there are different things in your life now that is a part of your life that you have weighing on you that you have to take on. It may not be a weight, because I don't want to say children are a weight, but they're not a weight. It's just different responsibilities that you have in your life now, compared to when you didn't have those type of responsibilities. And it's just really understanding how to schedule them out, how to plan them out accordingly so that you still have that me time. If you need to schedule it in your planner, in your daily planner, go ahead and do that. Put on there at this particular time, like at 6:00 p.m. or something, me time. Just write in me time and go ahead and have your me time for about 30 minutes or for about 5 minutes, whatever you want to do. If all you want to do is just read, all you want to do is just take a bubble bath, all you want to do is just listen to music, you make sure that you have your time, because it's definitely important. Because if you don't have your time, if you don't have yourself situated, if you don't have yourself taken care of, how are you going to be able to take care of someone else? How are you going to be able to be there for someone else when they definitely need you? How are you going to be there for them when you can't even be there for yourself? You need to make sure that you are responsible for yourself and take care of yourself accordingly so that you can be ready and charged up and energized, so that you are able to take on that responsibility that is calling on you at that particular time. So I hope that was fantastic, that was energizing for you, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys very, very soon. And yeah, I hope that you guys receive something from this, and I truly appreciate you guys staying with me and receiving something from it, and giving me the feedback and understanding where I'm coming from, and hopefully and prayerfully I'm helping you guys out in your journey, whatever may be going on in your life. I hope that I'm able to help you out every step of the way, Lord willing, that I'm able to be that support that you are longing for, that you definitely need in your life. And yeah, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Thank you.